Azadi, Chaman Nahal. Azadi is a novel by Chaman Nahal. Now we will have some introduction about the author. Chaman Nahal is one of the best exponents of Indian writing in English. He is known for his work Azadi. He is the author of 1970s. In all, he wrote 8 books. He titled 4 of his books as Gandhi Quartet. In Gandhi Quartet, he included the novels Azadi, Crown and the Loincloth, The Salt of Life, The Triumph of Color. These are the 4 novels that are included in Gandhi Quartet. This is the novel that can be regarded as the classic novel of 20th century. In this novel, the author deals with issues regarding partition and independence. This novel won him Sahitya Academy Award. The novel is set in Sialkot, in West Punjab, presently in Pakistan. The story of the novel covers the time period of 8 months from June 1947 to the passing of Mahatma Gandhi in 1948. The novel is divided into 3 parts. The parts are lull, storm, aftermath. These are 3 parts in which the novel is divided, and these parts concern with different events of the partition. The first part deals with events before the beginning of the partition events, and second part presents the dreadful and atrocious happenings resulted by the events of partition. Third part presents the conditions of people as a result of partition, which are wretched, miserable, and pitiable. Azadi is a novel by Chaman Nahal that is set on independence and partition of India. The novel deals with factors leading to partition and its aftermath. It presents a picture of dehumanization of life. The novel was written on an epic scale. The protagonist of the novel is Lalla Kashiram. When we say some major characters of the novel, then they are Lalla Kashiram, Prabharani, Arun, and some others. Azadi enacts the hopeful dawn of Indian independence and the tragedy of the partition, the mass massacre and the vast influx of refugees spanning the period from announcement of the cabinet mission plan on June 3, 1947 to the aftermath, the murder of Mahatma Gandhi on January 30, 1948. This novel dramatizes the impact of the momentous events of history on a few individuals, particularly on the members of the family of Lala Kashiram. Lala Kashiram was a tradesman of Sialkot, and Lala Kashiram and his family members are uprooted and forced to migrate to India. And other people like Lala Kashiram are also uprooted and forced to migrate to India. These people did not have any accommodation and work. The real subject of the novel is man, his hopes and fears, his loves and hates, the eternal pull of God and the devil in him. The first dawn of independence is followed for Lala Kashiram and his family by the black of dance of patience and the red of bloodshed. His daughter and his son in law fall a prey to communal frenzy, and since they are forced to flee, his son Arun has to be separated from his beloved Noor. The novelist enacts thus: it was some days before Arun was able to meet Noor at college. Their classmates had long known of their romance, but after the announcement of Pakistan, they had both become suspect. Lala Kashiram said there was every hope Sialkot might never go to Pakistan. Arun knew how flimsy these hopes were. The entire tenor of living had changed after the Viceroy's broadcast. There were hostilities and tensions. Hardly a day passed without an untoward happening or a procession, a quarrel, a gathering. It was his 50th year at Maricolis and second since Nur Nisar, and he had spoken of her to each other. He loved her ardently. Will she be able to make it or won't she? The novelist describes her beauty as she was a tall girl, exquisitely formed, and there was an alluring resilience in her shoulders and her lars. As she walked, she seemed to disregard the universe completely. The partition horrors exploded by criminally short sighted British rulers and even by our own national leaders, difficult with sudden blindness and loss of nerve. Nahal is more interested in presenting the partisan tragedy than Gandhism per se. Thus, the focus is more on the tragedy than Gandhism. People who are otherwise peace living and who have been ruthlessly misused by the unscrupulous politicians for their selfish ends than on the projection of Gandhian values.